Let us try to use the concept of impulse and momentum to define another fundamental principle in physics. So we already know that force times time is equal to mvf minus mvi. That's the impulse momentum theorem. Good? Let us consider two objects. So we have object 1. This is object 1. It is going to the right. Velocity is going to the right. So tatawagin natin siyang object 1. Yan. And then we have object 2, which is going to the left. This is object 2. So ibig sabihin, after some time, they will collide. They follow? So basically, there are two objects approaching each other. So ibig sabihin, magka-collide sila after. So after some time, of course, mag-collide na daw sila. For example, dito. Yan. This is now the collision part. So second object, nag-collide na sila with the first object. Okay, nag-collide na sila ha, nag-collide. Ano ba, collide? So let us try to analyze what happens during the collision. So we all know that during collision, object 1 exerts a force on object 2. Do you follow? I-push niya si object 2. So the object 2 will experience a force. Clear? Nakuha na. So maka-feel si object 2 ng force because of object 1. Pero dili pud ma-feel this object 2, tama? An eye for an eye. So object 2 will also exert a force on object 1. Do you follow? So meron ding ma-feel si object 1 na force because of object 2. So ba kung sagpaon ka, sagpaapod. Revenge day ang ginano no. Kung sagpaapod, sumbag asambag ako. Law of interaction. Lahi na ginatudlo ni Sir, revenge na. Nakuha. So how can we relate? Sige daw, can say maka-remember. How can we relate force 1 and force 2? Sa man ingon sa third law of motion di ay? Sa ingon sa third law of motion.
For every action po, there is equal but directly opposite direction.
Okay, very good. So that means masasabi natin na ang force 1 and force 2 are just
equal po.
Ayan, they are just equal. They follow? But since force 1 is directed to the left, lagyan lang natin siya ng negative sign. Oppositely directed reaction. Yeah, so that's the third law. I hope na remember pa ang third law. Clear? So, during the impact, alam natin na the time taken during the impact is also the same for the both objects. Kasi nga, pareho lang naman sila nag-collide. So that means the time of impact are also the same for both objects. So F1 times time is also equal to F2 times time. Okay, kasi nga pareho lang naman sila nag-collide. Clear? But what is force times time? Ano ang ibig sabihin ng force times time? Remember, force times time is just mvf minus mvi. Do you follow? mvf minus mvi. So, dito na side, lagyan lang natin ng negative because that's negative. F times time is mvf. Wait lang ha. Para kung saan akong sulat. mvf minus mvi. Clear? Now, since mayroong 1, this is 1, lagyan lang natin ng 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. They follow? Kaya na may 1. Para natay idea ba nga, that's for object number 1. Is equal to, this is mvf F minus mvi. Do you follow? Now, since meron 2, lagyan lang natin ng 2. 2, 2. Ayan. I hope I am making sense. So, distribute the negative sign. So, we have negative M1 V1F plus M1 V1I, distribute lang natin ang negative sign, is equal to M2 V2F minus M2 V2I. Diba? Usahay, malibog na ng mga students sa mga subscripts. Di ba na mo final o initial na dahil object 1 and object 2. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is we are going to group together kung ano yung mga mayroong initial. Saan dito yung may initial? So, ito, initial. And then, ito din, initial. Do you follow? So, i-group natin lahat ng initial. Klaro? I-group din natin lahat yung final. So, ito, final. Yan. At saka ito, final din. So, i-group natin sila. Clear? So, dito sa kabila, initial lahat. So, in this case, M1, V1I, that's initial, ara ka na. This is negative. So, kapag i-transfer natin sa kabila, magiging positive, plus M2, V2I, clear? Initial. I-combine lang nato ang initial. Is just equal. Yan. I-combine po nato ang final. Follow? So we have this one, i-transfer natin sa kabila, magiging positive kasi that's negative. So that's M1 V1F, that's final, plus, ano pa yung final? Ito isa. M2 V2F. Is it clear? Atiman na lang nimo is initial is equal to final. In this case, this is initial. Initial is equal to final. Good? In this case, momentum. So initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Good. So initial is equal to final, initial is equal to final, initial is equal to final, initial is equal to final. Now you added the initial momentum. So lagyan lang natin ng total. Yan, lagyan natin ng total. You follow? They are just equal. Good. So the total initial momentum is equal to the total final momentum. Make sense? That is what we call in physics as the conservation of momentum. Yan.